We've been looking at MIDI in a lot of detail in the past few videos, but I just want to show you a couple more handy features before we move on to turning our ideas into a song. So we're getting close now. We have a 2-bar drum loop, but really I want it to be a 4-bar loop so I can add a bit more variation. So I could extend the end of the loop, just drag it out, then select all of my notes and copy them over, but there's a quicker way of doing this. All you've got to do is go over to the left-hand side of your clip here and click on Duplicate. What this is going to do is duplicate the clip so it's twice the length. Right, so now we've got a 4-bar loop. The first 2 bars are exactly the same as the second 2 bars. I'm just going to make a little change to the hi-hats now, just so we've got that extra variation. So I'm just going to delete these last 6 notes. So I'm going to select those ones and press backspace. Now I want to draw in some 16th notes here. So I'm going to change my grid so it's on 16th note once again. I'm just going to double click to draw in a couple of notes. I'm just going to bring down the velocity of this second one very slightly. So I'm going to hold Command on a Mac or Alt on Windows and then click and drag. Now I'm just going to select these 2 notes, hold Option on a Mac or Control on Windows and copy them over. Right, and for the last 2 notes, I just want 2 more 8th notes. So I'm going to copy these 2 notes over to there. So again, I'm going to hold Option or Control on Windows and drag. Let's hear that back. I just added the symbol in there because I wanted it every 4 bars. Now, something else I want to do is match the kick pattern to our bass part. So in this style of music, it's often common to have the kick and bass part playing the same rhythm in certain sections of the song. So what I'm going to do is select my kick drum notes. So I'll click on the note on the left-hand side and it'll select all of them. Then I'm going to press Command-C on a Mac or Control-C on Windows to copy them all. Right, now I'm going to open up my bass clip. Here we can see our different bass notes. Now I'm just going to press Command-V or Control-V on Windows to paste the kick drum pattern into this bass clip. One thing you'll notice is it's actually pasted from bar 7. So you may have realised I had a selection made over here. So I'm just going to press Undo. Now I'm going to click at the very start of this bar. Now we know our notes are going to be pasted at this point. You may just be able to see that white bar. See this one here? You can just see that it's right at the start. So let's paste those in once more. So Command-V. Now what I'm going to do is drag our kick pattern up to the note of F1, because that's where our bass note should be. So I'm going to select all of these notes and click and drag upwards. Great, now they've overwritten the note that was there, and we've got this pattern on the bass. I'll do the same for the next 3 notes. This time I'm going to hold Option and then drag them over to the A. And finally up to the C. Right, now our kick and bass should be the same rhythm. Let's listen to it back. So one thing you may notice is the bass part sounds pretty weird now because the notes aren't being held. So I just need to go in and extend the length of each of these notes. So I could do this manually and click and drag individual notes. But this will take quite a while. So there's another feature that we can use, and that is legato. So what legato will do is extend each note to the following note. So I'm just going to press Command-A to select all of my notes. Then I'm going to hit this button over here which says legato. See there, all of the notes have now filled out the gaps up until the next note. Let's listen to it back once more. Sounds much better. One other thing I just want to clarify. I'll just press undo. If I select individual notes, such as these, I can use legato and it will just do it to those notes. But if I actually don't have any notes selected in the clip and then press legato, it'll apply this function to all of the notes. Alright, great, we've now got a drum beat and it's matching our bass part nicely, so we've got a good backbone for the track.